So today we will be discussing about the Prohibition of Child Marriage Act 2006. The Prohibition of Child Marriage Act 2006 came into force on 1st November 2007 in India. Now, what is the object of this act? The object of the act is to prohibit solemnization of child marriage and connected and incidental matters, to ensure that child marriage is eradicated from within the society. The Government of India enacted Prevention of Child Marriage Act 2006 by replacing the earlier legislation of Child Marriage Restraint Act 1929. This new act is armed with enabling provisions to prohibit for child marriage, protect and provide relief to victim, and enhance punishment for those who abet, promote or solemnize such marriage. This act also calls appointment of child marriage prohibition officer for implementing this act. So, who is a child according to this act? Section 2A of the act defines child as a person who, if a male, has not completed 21 years of age, and if a female has not completed 18 years of age. Now, what is child marriage? Or when can a marriage be described as child marriage? Section 2B of the Act states that child marriage means a marriage to which either of the contracting parties is a child. So, maybe both the husband and wife are child, or any one of them, either the husband or the wife, can be a child for the purposes of a child marriage. Now comes the offences and punishment under this act. So, we will now be looking into the various offences and punishments as prescribed under the Child Marriage Prohibition Act of 2006. The first offence or punishment under this act is punishment for male adult marrying a child. So, first offence that we will be dealing under this act is marriage of a male adult with a child. Section 9 of the act deals with punishment for male adult marrying a child. It states, whoever being a male adult above 18 years of age contracts a child marriage shall be punishable with rigorous imprisonment which may extend to 2 years, or with fine which may extend to 1 lakh rupees, or with both. Next comes punishment for solemnizing a child marriage. So, the next offence dealt under this act is the solemnization of a child marriage. Section 10 of the act deals with punishment for solemnizing a child marriage. It states that whoever performs, conducts, directs or abets any child marriage shall be punishable with rigorous imprisonment which may extend to 2 years, and shall be liable to fine which may extend to 1 lakh rupees, unless he proves that he had reasons to believe that the marriage was not a child marriage. Next offence dealt under this act is promoting or permitting solemnization of child marriages. Section 11 of the Act deals with punishment for promoting or permitting solemnization of child marriages. The section states, where a child contracts a child marriage, any person having charge of the child, whether as parent or guardian or any other person, or in any other capacity, lawful or unlawful, including any member of an organization or association of persons who does any act to promote the marriage or permits it to be solemnized, or negligently fails to prevent it from being solemnized, including attending or participating in a child marriage, shall be punishable with rigorous imprisonment which may extend to 2 years, and shall also be liable to fine which may extend up to 1 lakh rupees, provided that no woman shall be punishable with imprisonment. So for the purposes of this section, it shall be presumed, unless and until the contrary is proved, that where a minor child has contracted a marriage, the person having charge of such minor child has negligently failed to prevent the marriage from being solemnized. Next comes voidability of child marriages. So, Section 3 of this Act deals with voidability of child marriages. It states, child marriages to be voidable at the option of contracting party being a child. The section goes on to say, every child marriage, whether solemnized before or after the commencement of this Act, shall be voidable at the option of the contracting party who was a child at the time of the marriage, provided that a petition for annulling a child marriage by a decree of nullity may be filed in the district court only by a contracting party to the marriage who was a child at the time of the marriage. If at the time of filing a petition, the petitioner is a minor, the petition may be filed through his or her guardian or next friend along with the child marriage prohibition officer, who is defined under section 2D of the Act. The petition under this section may be filed at any time, but before the child filing the petition completes 2 years of attaining majority. While granting a decree of nullity under this section, the district court shall make an order directing both the parties to the marriage and their parents or their guardians to return to the other party his or her parents or guardian, as the case may be, the money, valuables, ornaments and other gifts received on the occasion of the marriage by them from the other side, or an amount equal to the value of such valuables, ornaments, other gifts and money. Provided that no order under this section shall be passed unless the concerned parties have been given notices to appear before the district court and show cause why such order should not be passed. So when is a marriage null and void under this Act? Section 12 of the Act deals with circumstances in which marriage of a minor child is void. It states, where a child being a minor, A, is taken or enticed out of the keeping of the lawful guardian, or B, by force compelled or by any deceitful means induced to go from any place, or C, is sold for the purpose of marriage and made to go through a form of marriage, or D, if the minor is married, after which the minor is sold or trafficked or used for immoral purposes, such marriage shall be null and void. So that is all with respect to Child Marriage Prohibition Act. Hope you found it interesting and got something to learn. In a country which is moving rapidly forward, keeping pace with the rest of the developed world, issues like this should be a myth. But still, due to some unfortunate circumstances, these evils still persist here and there in our society. Hope if we can spread this knowledge, it can save the life of a few girls who are still being subjected to this ancient manifesto. So, bye for now. We will come up with something new in the next session. Till then, goodbye and thanks for watching.